Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Darnell Savage.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Love. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He was brought down.
The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. They'll look underneath here for Love. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Haskins. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 35-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Packers. Curtis Samuel, 79 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
St. Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
2nd down.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Washington 3.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. Haskins looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third down, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
First down, Washington.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Washington.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the ground, Geis. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, Geis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead.
For the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right? And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And he's able to put it through.
Washington 17, Packers 7.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Play action this time with Love. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now this throw complete to Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
Washington.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jeremy Sprinkle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Washington 24, Packers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Josh Jones in on the stop. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team?
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And his kick is good.
Makes this Washington 31, Packers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. He's going to launch it for Washington. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, Haskins. And he's He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now it's Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. And a missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Working out of the gun. Love taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Packers 13. Zane Gonzalez.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Haskins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. the gun. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Packers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake, Love sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Love. He'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense.
Another carry now for Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Washington. That's the end.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On the counter, Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Amos on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Check 9, check 9. Hatchet, hatchet.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Sanders' kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, Love to throw, winds up and lets it. Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Curtis Samuel, 81 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Washington.
Here's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Haskins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now Haskins, third and long. Got an open man, it's Washington. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. On first and 10, Love. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, here's second and 11.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play fake. Here's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Curtis Samuel, 83 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They're going to run for it with Jones. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
41. Packers 25.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Tonight's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.